connected with your host.
Check, 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 1, 2. Thank you. All right, let's try that again. Ooh, hold on. All right. Good morning. Buenos dias. Welcome to Riverside Center for Spiritual Living and the Morning Table. Bienvenidos a todos. Riverside y la mesa por la mañana. It's great to have all of you joining us here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where we know that love lives here and you belong. Absolutely, you belong. So we here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Cahuilla, the Gabrielino Tongva, the Kizh, and the Pachanga peoples. We commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly upon this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as Great Spirit intended, in harmony with nature and with one another. So, welcome once again. And if you are joining us here in the sanctuary, I do invite you to please silence your cell phones so that we're not disturbed. We might disturb you, but we don't want you disturbing everybody else. How's that? Okay? Sound good? Sound like a plan? All right, wonderful. So thank you for silencing your cell phones. So today, Reverend Sonja is going to be speaking, and her talk is Thread of Belonging. So in order to say our focus statement today, why don't we do it with all of the T's? Tenacity. What else? Truth. Tenderness. Thought. Any other T's? Treasure. All right. I thought that was going to be easier with T's than with B's, but I think maybe B's would have been easier than T's. Okay, so let's say our focus statement together, shall we? It's on the screen. It's on your screen at home. It's on the screen in the room. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Yes, indeed we do. It is so great to have all of you joining us. And I want to give a special shout out to 3 very special people in the room this morning who have traveled a distance from San Diego, from Madrid via San Diego, and Downey via Downey. These beloveds are friends of mine that I've known for many years now from the Convention of the Americas. And so that is Senor Woody Madera. He's un practicante, he's a practitioner. And Lily, his sister Lily Madera, she is a directora espiritual. She's a spiritual director, which means she's a minister. And then their friend Marco. So yay. And Marco's taking classes right now on his way to becoming a practitioner. They all speak English and Spanish, so they're all bilingual. And it is just a joy to have you in this room this day. We've already spent some time together this morning. I delivered the message for the School of Spiritual Leadership, their Sunday morning service at 8 a.m. this morning in Espanol. And so, so we're all fired up. We're all prayed up. We're all jazzed up, divined up, ready to go. How's that going? Good? All right. So without further ado, I do invite you to stand and sing a little bit more, and let's get the energy really flowing in here. And here we go.
Energy of life. I am the energy of life.
Good morning. I am Tamara Ralston, one of your licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. I will be available after the morning tables for a brief moment of prayer in the prayer room located in the lobby. Please don't leave here this morning without anything on your heart. I would love to pray with you and absolutely know that prayer works. So whether you need something you need to work on or you have joy in your heart, please, I will pray with you. There is a candle in the center of your table. I invite you to light it together with me now. As we come together in conversation this morning, this candle is a reminder that when two or more are gathered, a greater wisdom is available to us. We experience a deeper love, and our own light shines brighter. Now, please allow this music to take you into silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
Loving Spirit, dwell in me. This is my divinity. As within, so without, all I need is here and now. Where there's end, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit, dwell in me, now and evermore. Where there's end, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender and let it be. Loving Spirit, dwell in me, now and evermore. Now and evermore.
loving Spirit does dwell within each and every one of us. As we come together in the awareness of the one divine presence, the complete and total being of all that is, the sweet spirit of which I call God, no matter what name is placed upon this divine energy, the spiritual qualities are all the same. Unconditional love, deep abiding peace, perfect balance, infinite spirit, infinite freedom, grace, joy, abundance, and so much more. Unity and wholeness is the oneness of all life. Breathe in the God energy of this very moment, the invisible life force of all that is, the fabric of the universe. I am one in the mind of God, that one sacred thread that weaves together my life of love, peace, balance, freedom, grace, joy, and abundance. All the sacred qualities of God also weaves together each and every person gathered here today and every life that has ever existed. No matter the appearance of the situation, the divine presence seeks to express through each and every one of us. God is, I am. We are the connection in the tapestry of life. Today, we are so blessed to hear the words of wisdom spoken through Reverend Sonja, and so blessed to weave our own sacred thread of connection while sharing during our time at the morning tables and on through life. We are truly blessed in weaving together all that we are while recognizing the truth of who and what we are, God in action. Knowing, feeling, and expressing the truth of our being in the divine mind of God, I simply let this be, and so it is.
Where do I belong? What do I belong to? What belongs to me? When the rhythm's wrong, what can I do to bring back harmony? Open your eyes, open your mind with a grateful heart. You will see the web of life and how to play your part. There's a place where we all belong. We are called to life by love. There's a point where a picture forms if you step back far enough. Like a million threads in a tapestry of interwoven destinies. You and you and you and me, we all belong. You and you and me, we all belong. You and me, we all belong. Ripples from a stone spread across a pool to reach the farthest shore. Every single thought, every single word, actions even more. Leave their tiny marks, be they light or dark, no one walks alone. Each of us make our way as we walk each other home. truth that includes us all. When the judgment fades away, there's a love deep in every heart, nothing can betray. Like a million notes in a symphony that's echoed through eternity. You and I, you and me, we are one song. You and you and me, we all belong. You and me, we all belong. 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 We all belong.
We all belong, right? How many seamstresses do I have in the room? Anybody that sews? Ooh, a lot of them. And knitters? So you know that when we're sewing, we use what? Threads. And when we're knitting, we use different color of yarns. So the talk title today is The Threads of Belonging. And all month, the whole month, we've been talking about belonging. And so when Reverend Jeff and we sat down 2024 and we were thinking about, well, what should the theme be for 2025? And what we recognized is that there was an election and we didn't know how it was going to turn out. And so we wanted to focus on belonging because we felt that the society is increasingly fragmented, polarized, and people are burdened by loneliness. I think COVID was a time when people were really lonely. And so we wanted to put the focus on you belong and everyone belonging, not just some of us, but all of us. So what does it really mean to belong? So belonging is more than being included. It's about being truly seen. It's about being truly valued and woven into the fabric of community, this community and the community out there. So like a tapestry, it's created through many threads, each one representing a vital truth, a spiritual insight, and a lived experience. And so we've identified this month some key threads that I wanted to kind of go over. So the theme of the month was embracing embracing diversity. And the first week we celebrated differences, honoring the uniqueness that each soul brings. And the second week, Reverend Neil brought us expanding our perspective, seeing beyond our own experiences to understand others. And then the next week, Reverend Neil brought us healing division, which is so important, releasing fears and stepping into unity. Reverend Jeff talked about the harmony of many voices last week, each making this beautiful choir. And then today, I'm going to talk about the threads. Hi, Reverend Jeff, I didn't see you over there. The threads of belonging. So I have a story. Sometimes I like to tell stories. And it's called The Quilt Maker's Gift. So, in a quiet town nestled between hills and rivers lived Leora, a woman known not for her status, but for her quilts, each one stitched with donated scraps, old shirts, baby blankets, ceremonial cloths. And one day, a young boy, Eli, came into the shop. He was withdrawn and new to the town, and he offered her a torn gray scrap. He said, "It's not special." But Leora gently replied, "Every thread has a place, even the quiet ones." So she stitched his piece into the center of her next quilt, surrounding it with bold reds, shimmering golds, and deep blues. When the town gathered to see it, Eli's gray scrap was no longer lost. It was the heart right in the center of something beautiful. That quilt became a symbol of the town's soul. Many lives, many colors, many textures, woven together with intention and love. Eli no longer felt invisible, not because he changed, but because he was seen. And I wanted to read that because it reminded me of a Netflix documentary, and it's called The Quilters. And if you have Netflix, you really check it out. So the Quilters are in Missouri. And how do you spell Missouri? M-I-S-S, hours. Hours. They are in a maximum security prison, these quilters. They're all men. And what do? They design and sew beautiful quilts, personalized for children in foster care. To just let them know that they belong. They may have been taken away from their families, and they may be in a new place, but they specially designed these quilts to let them know that someone, somewhere, is thinking about them and that they belong. So why does belonging matter? Because we're more diverse than ever, but not always united. So despite the way the culture is growing, we need to become more united, and that's why it matters. Because every person is a divine thread in the human tapestry. Why does it matter? Because polarization is widening. Mental health crises are appearing. They've always been there. But when we polarize people and separate people, it's more prevalent. Anxiety and loneliness, especially among youth, stem from disconnection. Belonging is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. So we need to extend the lifeline. Spiritual communities are evolving, and activities weave every thread together, like our G4G, when we all get together. Because the one that Marty's going to host the title of it is We're Not Really Strangers. So I'm going to go to that one. But it gives us an opportunity to sit together outside of here and get to know one another on a more personal level. So, and also the world is watching. People are asking, do I belong here? So let us weave in an answer and let that answer be yes, you do belong. So I decided to look it up. Feeling invisible. How many people, what is the statistics on feeling invisible? So invisible disabilities, this is what came up for me. Invisible disabilities affect 10% of Americans, and people who have chronic pain, anxiety, and sensory sensitivities often feel unseen. The other thing is social invisibility. It touches racial minorities, middle children, the elderly, soft-spoken people, those who feel overlooked and misunderstood. Now, this social invisibility, and when it said middle children, so I was on the phone with my middle child, and I said, "Did you feel invisible?" She said, "Well, you know, Mom." And I said, "Oh, here we go." The oldest one thinks he wasn't seen. The middle one thinks she wasn't seen. The little one thinks he wasn't seen. They were all seen. At least I tried to do a good job at it. What about you, Daryl? But so, I don't know, that was funny to me because, it's Camille. And anybody who knows Camille knows Camille. She felt unseen, but she was loved. And that child got to do a lot of things. So I'm not sure why she feels that way, but anyway, that's another conversation. The workplace, classroom, and even spiritual centers can unintentionally exclude. Feeling invisible tends to make people feel like they have a low self-worth. That's why, what do we do here? The morning table. So you have a voice, and you are seen, and your voice matters. I think we do a pretty good job of that, right, Rev Jeff? There are no barriers. We want to break down the barriers and let people know that they are wanted, they are accepted, and they belong right here at Riverside CSL. I think we have a song right here at Riverside. That's right. Who wrote that? It's a traditional song right here at Riverside. So you belong. Okay. So I realized after having a conversation with my daughter, and I looked at the way they were brought up. And our children, unlike me, I grew up in a neighborhood where everybody looked like me. My children grew up in a neighborhood where everybody was diverse. They had a diverse upbringing. And I remember my son coming home talking about his friend who spoke Spanish, his other friend who celebrated Diwali, and another friend who had big curls, and he wore his curls with pride. So not as differences, but as beautiful threads in the fabric of the world. They didn't see each other for their differences, even though they knew they were there were some differences in their culture, but they saw each other as beautiful threads in this world. So I realized that belonging isn't earned, it's remembered. It's a spiritual truth that we are all sacred threads in a divine tapestry, different yet essential. We are essential to the thread of tapestry of this world. So Science of Mind teaches us that diversity is the way spirit reveals itself. Each thread is holy. Each thread is holy. I'm looking at different threads in this beautiful room. Each thread is holy. You are holy. Our foundational teachings is oneness and individuality. We are individualized expressions of the one. It teaches us about unity. When we affirm belonging, we foster connection. And love as a binding thread. Love creates harmony, not uniformity. So some examples of thread in action. A neurodivergent teen shares poetry. Others find beauty in monetary things and things out there. How many of you love nature and find beauty in nature? That's part of our threads as well. So why do we care? I was talking to my mentor and she said, why do they care to listen? You gotta give them a reason to care to listen. Belonging heals division. Disconnection breeds fear. Belonging creates bridges where there were once walls. Belonging fuels mental and emotional well-being. Study shows exclusion leads to anxiety, depression, and even illnesses. Belonging is medicine for the soul. Let me repeat that. Belonging is medicine for the soul. So belonging unlocks potential. Belonging honors the divine thread in everyone. When we feel we belong, we show up. We create, we lead, and love. The gifts of spirit comes alive. When you feel loved, you're more creative. Your gifts come alive when you feel loved and safe and secure. You can be vulnerable. And to affirm oneness is to affirm that every person is sacred. To care about belonging is to care about our spiritual integrity. And so right now, I'm going to ask that you move over to the tables, and I have 3 questions for you. And it's about threads. What threads do you bring to the tapestry of life, and how has it been received or misunderstood? When have you resisted a thread that felt unfamiliar, and what shifted that perspective? And the final question is, how can you become a spiritual weaver, making space for all threads and honoring the whole? We'll go to our tables now. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Two more minutes. If you would take this opportunity for the last 2 minutes and get the prayer request for your table. Let's take the last 2 minutes for the prayer request for your table. We are a community that prays together. Okay. All right. We are back. So I'm coming to your tables so I can get an idea of what your discussion was. All right, this table here. Give it to Woody.
Just what we've been talking about, just the idea of what we've been talking about, what we discussed at the table, some kind of wisdom that we discussed.
Well, good morning. Good morning. So we're discussing that through years and experience, we have noticed how God has been preparing us for these present moments in our individual lives, basically.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Mike. Come on over, Mike.
We had a great discussion, kind of affirming each other's gifts and the threads that they bring, and that's always nice. So we kind of got, yeah. And then Cindy shared quite a bit of stuff on things going on. And well, interesting, but we never got to question 2 or 3, right?
Oh, yes,
We did? We did?
We got the 2.
I wasn't paying attention. What did we decide?
Well, because we talked about we've resisted.
Oh, yeah, okay, so we got the 2, right. But no, that's a good discussion.
All right, thank you. Let's see. Daryl, what was discussed online? And let us know who you're online with.
Okay, I was online with Karen and Earl, and we just talked about, when we're talking about sewing that tapestry, that we're doing that with compassion and love and checking in with our feelings when we're in spaces where we may feel uncomfortable or, or not sure of ourselves, or maybe have some anxiety, that we, fall back on our teachings and just holding that space where we accept ourselves and we're able to get through it.
Thank you. Okay, one more table. Scott.
Me?
All right.
All right. Well, we talked about threads in a tapestry, right? How has it been received or misunderstood? We talked about our appearances, our background, where we're from, I guess our personal flavor, appearance, and how we talked about disarming people, being polite or funny. Talked about how some places are really inclusive and some places still aren't. And we talked about how some people are quiet and to themselves, and that is becoming more acceptable than it used to be. And for number 2, we had we talked about family threads, society's threads, and beliefs, and breaking through those. The way we were brought up or the way we were taught to believe. Authority, how sometimes we want to fight against authority and rules, and sometimes it's not so great, and sometimes it's the right thing to do. It can be confusing, and sometimes we go along for the greater good, and we learn better when we don't resist everything, when we're not resistant to new things. And we've got to remember that everybody's different and we bring our own energy. That's how we can make space for all. And that we learn more from this kind of discussion connection. If we can bring this, what we have here, out into the larger world, that would be great. The meeting each other equally and sensibly and with love, but we don't see that all the time. And that, we learn more here than from a sermon. Thanks.
All right, well, thank you so much. Everybody, give yourself a hand for participating and really diving deep into those questions. Okay, and so finally, my last words are, you can stay where you are, come back to the pews, it doesn't matter. So my closing remarks is just remember that belonging isn't something that we earn, it's something that we embody. And each of us is a sacred thread in the tapestry of life, woven by spirit with intention, with beauty and with purpose. And whether you're bold or you're subtle, every thread in the tapestry matters, so you matter. So let's start by seeing our own thread as sacred. See yourself as sacred, and let it deepen as you honor the threads around you. Everybody, like they were saying at one table, everybody's gifts. I think Mike talked about that. Everybody's gift. And let it blossom as we become weavers of belonging. We need to become weavers of belonging, and that is being inviting, embracing, and celebrating all people. So together we weave a tapestry of belonging, beauty, and spirit. And so let's keep weaving together. And thank you, and so it is. Okay, let me give you your homework, though. Your homework this week is take a belonging inventory. So create a personal map of where you feel most seen, valued, and connected. And on that map, also put where you don't feel seen and valued. Because awareness is our first step towards transformation. So these tools will help you identify spiritual and emotional gaps in your own life in belonging. And so it is.
Find our way. Time heals all things, little day by day. Everywhere that I go, see the people I know, all the faces young and old. Let the spirits broken hear the words unspoken, still more stories yet untold. And I'm grateful still for the sun that shines, heart and mind so clean, and I'm finding ways, doing all I can to be bigger than my fears. And with every breath I take, I believe we are fire through the night until the morning after. Through the wire in this fire, May our deeds define us and our words remind us, all for one and one for all. Now the road ahead may have just begun. We will leave no one behind. It's in times like this we learn to live. We are fine through the nights. We're in the light in the morning after. Through the wire and from the flame we will soar forever. We will rise, rise, we will rise, stronger together. Stronger together. Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames. Like a fire through the night, where the light until the morning after. Through the wire in this fight, and from the flames we will soar forever. We will rise, rise, we will rise, stronger together. We will rise. We will rise. We're stronger together. Stronger together.
Woohoo! Yes. Jason, it's me again. Camera. There we go. Hi. Hi. All right. So, yes, we are stronger together. So thank you, band. Awesome. So now I invite you to take out that which you're choosing to contribute and hold it over your heart space and give it a silent blessing. You can contribute in the room by placing what you're choosing to contribute into that silver vessel in the center of the table. That works, but hold on for a second. Just give it a silent blessing. Got some eager beavers over here. It's great. Well, we'll take it. You can also give by text to give. Simply text 951-419-5858, typing the amount you're choosing to contribute and hit send. It's just like sending a text to a friend. It's just like texting a friend because that's actually what you're doing. You're texting your friends and family here at Riverside CSL to let them know that you love them. So do that as well. Or you can go online to our website at riversidecsl.org, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the word contribute. You can click on contribute there and contribute that way. So if you are in the room, go ahead and place those contributions into the silver vessel in the center of your table, the vase-looking thing in the center of your table. You can place it in there now. Yeah, that one. No, you go ahead and do it now. And then go ahead and extend your hands out. And let's say this affirmation together. I give and receive freely and generously. With an open heart and an open mind, the universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is. Yes. All right, so we do have a few announcements for you here, because what would it be without announcements, right? So, first announcement is this Wednesday, and every Wednesday we have our Men in Spirit group. Men in Spirit meets on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Zoom. So join Frank and the guys there. Then Jason. We still have the Men in Spirit group up. They do? All right. There we go. Yes. Next, we have our new class that Reverend Sonja is going to be teaching, and that is going to start on September 21st on Sundays right here. We're going to use the classroom down the hall here, and she is teaching Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. See that new light bulb? That new light bulb that's all lit up, it's all like, wow, look at that. I've got a brand new idea, and what's it going to do? It's going to swing like a pendulum, and it's going to impact other lives and your own life. So it's Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, Sundays, September 21st through October 26th, here at the center. And that's 12:45 to 2:45 in person, and it's only an investment of $120, which is really nothing when you think about it. It's $20 a week, basically. So at 6 weeks, it's $20 a week. I mean, now that's the cost of your coffee and a donut. I mean, seriously. So make your own coffee at home and, make a scrambled egg at home and come to the class, all right? Then we have Joy of Movement. Roxanne, you're here. I saw you. There she is. Joy of Movement will be here in the sanctuary space at 12:45 as well. This is an opportunity for you to move, to dance, do a little light yoga, a little light chair yoga, all kinds of good stuff. So it's an opportunity to really experience your divine self through movement. So we invite you to stay for that with Roxanne. Then there's something else now that I need to share with you that is really quite important. Sonja's like, what is he going to say now? Oh. So, what I've noticed, Sonja, is that there is a lot of enthusiasm to put everything away and get out of here before the song is even done. Okay? Which I appreciate the enthusiasm. However, from this moment forward, we ask that when we ask you to stand, you stand and you dance. But dance through the whole song, because that way it gives Jason a chance to do what he needs to do back there before we trip over the TV or before we start putting everything away or trip over the cameras and that kind of thing. So are we in agreement that we will all dance to the end of the song, or stand at least, whatever, to the end of the song? Once the song is done, then we can start breaking everything down. Agreed? Agreed?
This is a lot of pressure.
I know, it's a lot of pressure, but it's important. Okay, so we are agreed on that. All right, hallelujah. Well then, I invite our practitioners and our core council members and our ministers and spiritual directors to please stand and surround the space here around the tables. And Reverend Sonja is going to carry us out. We're going to pray, and then we'll do our affirmations, etc. There you go.
Thank you. All right. Oh. We're all threads, right? We belong, right? We're in this beautiful tapestry of life, right, together. So, what I know is there is only one life, one presence, and one infinite spirit expressing through all creation, through every color, every culture, every story, and every soul. I recognize that I am a divine thread in the sacred tapestry, and so are you. So is every person out there, everyone that we encounter, and I affirm that belonging is our birthright. It is our strength. It is not a burden. And I release any belief in separation, in otherness, and in invisibility. I call forth the world where every thread is honored, every voice is heard, and every heart is held. I know that as I walk in love, I weave belonging. And as I speak my truth, I strengthen the connection with everyone and all of you. And as I listen with compassion, I become a loom through which Spirit creates. It creates beauty. We are all beauty because we are all beautiful. And I give thanks for this truth for our community and for the divine pattern unfolding right here, right now, in me, in you. And so it is. And now we'll say our affirmation. Please stand. Our affirmation is on the screen. I'm going to turn it towards you so you can see it. I'm going to say it first, and then we say it together. I am a radiant thread in life's tapestry, honoring my color, my story, and my place while uplifting others to do so. So I'm going to say it and then repeat after me. I am a radiant thread in life's tapestry, honoring my color, my story, and my place, while uplifting others to do the same. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it. I share it. I receive it. And I move love forward because love lives here. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let's sing a song and move our bodies.
I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. Hey! Let me hear you dance. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs. The world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs. Good and all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. Come on now. Have a great Sunday. Good dancing, you guys.
I didn't get my solo. I'm just